The Aeropress is a revolutionary coffee brewing device, making brewing coffee at home very, very easy and simple. In this video, we're going to take you through exactly how to brew using the Aeropress, doing a method called the inverted method. There'll be future videos on different brew methods using the Aeropress, but we're going to stick with this one because it's the easiest. So what you're going to need? You're going to need the Aeropress, which is split into 3 portions. You've got the plunger, the part that attaches to the plunger, and you've got the filter cap. Now the way to put the Aeropress together is you want to add this plunger to the bottom section, the opposite section to this flange. You don't want it this way because you're not going to be able to put the filter cap on. It's not going to attach to anything. So make sure you get it round the right way. That's hurdle 1 out the way. Now next, you're also going to need coffee. The grind setting you're going to want to use is fine to medium. You're not going to want it too fine, depending on how you want to brew your coffee though, of course. So I've ground mine to kind of like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's probably not, but it's fine to medium, kind of like a fine sand, if you will. You're going to need your filter papers, which come in a nice wee packet, and you get a little holder here to keep them in, which is cool. And you're going to need boiling hot water from the kettle, just boiled. So once you've popped your Aeropress together, I might as well say that the Aeropress was designed by a gentleman named Alan Adler, and he wasn't really in the coffee scene beforehand. He's just an inventor, and he came up with an easy way to brew coffee. One of his other inventions actually is a frisbee, which I've got here as well. I had that, and he invented that before the Aeropress. So, catch. Oops. Well, let's carry on. So, with the Aeropress, you're going to want to add 15 grams of coffee to your Aeropress. Now, it's a very versatile brewing device. You can always add more, you can always add less, depending on how you like your coffee. But start with 15 grams and go from there. So I've already weighed my coffee out, but if you've got a set of scales with a timer, whack your Aeropress on there and it'll give you a more accurate reading. So let's pop that coffee in, like so. Next, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add the water on the top. And when you add the water, you're going to start the timer at the same time. So, water in, start timer, and fill the water all the way up to the top. Not so much that it overflows, because if it overflows, it tends to get kind of stuck around this side, and then you can't actually put the filter cap on, which is a little bit annoying. It will happen to you once, and then you'll never do it again, because yeah, it's mightily annoying. Next, grab yourself a filter paper. Just one. They're really, really thin, so this looks like there's not that many. There are unlimited. You just never run out, ever. Pop it in the filter cap. Now, it's been 30 seconds, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the coffee cake that's sitting on the top, I'm going to push that down. Now, if you've watched our cafetiere video, you will have learned that we don't actually really stir the coffee very much. We just push the cake that's on the top down into the coffee. And that way we don't get too much over extraction. Okay, next, you're going to wet the filter paper. Now, do this very, very carefully. You can do it with cold water, which is absolutely fine, but I do it with hot water, and just be very, very, very careful not to burn yourself, because obviously hot water and fingers equals red fingers. Okay. I'm just going to do that into a cup, or you can do it over the sink, something like that. And just give the filter paper a wee pad down. Sometimes it can bunch up at the side or kind of bunch up, you know, and leave some empty gaps, but you don't want that. It fits very, very nicely. Then pop it over the top like so, and just give it a little bit of a screw. It doesn't need to be tight at all, just a little bit round. If you screw it too tight, you just never get it back off again. Now, it's been 1 minute 53 seconds, almost 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're now going to put the cup over the top, like so, and then in a quick motion, flip it back over. Then you might want to stand up for this. I'm going to sit down, otherwise I'm going to be out of the camera's range. you're going to push it down. You can use 1 or 2 hands, and don't push it down really hard, otherwise the coffee's going to spurt out the sides. You're going to get coffee on your nice white shirt. You're just going to push it down quite gently, and push it down for about 20 seconds, and you'll see the water will go directly into the cup. Now, this is one of the best things about the Aeropress, is because with a cafetiere you're pouring the water out, the coffee out into your cup, whereas with the Aeropress you're just pushing the coffee directly down into your cup. And then what that means, oh, so you hear that little hiss? That means we've got to the end. Some people push all the way through the hiss, some people stop when they hear the hiss. I like to push all the way through because then it makes the puck quite dry, and that means a bit easier to clean. And there you go, you've got your coffee. Just give it a wee shake off like so, just because otherwise there might be some drips on the table. And there is our coffee. So amazing. You can experiment around with different times and different volumes of coffee, different volumes of water if you want. The generally kind of accepted principle is that you want to start pressing down after about 1 minute 30. So I started pressing down about 2 minutes or 2 minutes 30 there, just taking a little bit extra time just to explain what I was doing. But you can play about and you can see, you know, is a faster brew better, is a slower brew better? And one of the key points with the Aeropress is you're using pressure. And what that does is that speeds up the extraction time. So you do not need to wait for 4 minutes like the cafetiere brew. You can do it a lot faster because you're under pressure, you're extracting under pressure. And that is what's so great about the Aeropress. Another great thing is when you just unscrew the filter cap, once you've poured your coffee, after you unscrew the filter cap, here we go, you can just give that a rinse under the sink and that's ready to go. That's, well, ready to go for Aeropress number 2. And you can probably see here, we've got a nice puck which we created, kind of like an espresso puck. And that can just be scraped into the bin. A little rinse under the tap and then Aeropress is ready to make coffee number 2. So one of the limitations with the Aeropress is, of course, you can only make 1 cup at a time, but it can make 1 cup pretty quickly. So you can easily make 2 or 3 cups. Or what you could do is you could double the amount of coffee. You could put 30 grams worth of coffee in there, fill it up with water, pour it into 2 cups, whichever way you want to do it, into 1 cup, and then split it between 2 cups, and then dilute it back down. And that way you get 2 cups with just 1 Aeropress. So as you can see, the Aeropress is a very versatile device. If there's anything else you'd like to ask, just pop some questions in the comments below, and we will answer those questions, or we will do another video just to explain any other things that you have. And we're going to do extra videos as well, just about different brew methods, different ways of using the Aeropress, because, well, we're unorthodox roasters anyway, aren't we? So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more excellent content, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.